Terry and the Pirates. One of the many radio friends who have written us about Terry and the Pirates says that this transcribed program is as unpredictable as lightning, filled with swift surprises that every character is as real as if he stepped right into your home. Let's listen and find out, shall we? Terry and the Pirates is brought to you by the makers of Libby's Tomato Juice, one of Libby's 100 famous foods. Wouldn't you boys and girls get a kick out of sending secret messages in a code only your special pals could read? Wouldn't it be a thrill to flash messages at night in the famous Morse code and say, did you ever try drawing crazy pictures? And did you ever play the Terry and the Pirates treasure hunt game? Well, listen, boys and girls, all those things are just extra features you get when you send for your Terryscope. The Terryscope itself is just about the swellest thing you ever saw. You can look around corners with it. It's a periscope, you know, and you can see over fences. A mighty handy thing to have along when you go to a ball game or a parade. And guys, you can have fun playing G-Man and submarine. Now, this Terryscope not only has 8 exciting special features, but it's the exact duplicate of the one Terry made himself, the one you've been hearing about in the show. Yes, sir, you yourself can have a Terryscope exactly like the one that's been such a lifesaver for Terry and his pals. Only yours will be brand new, the keenest-looking thing you ever saw. Libby has had this thrilling Terryscope made for you and is offering it for a limited time only on very special terms. Right now, you can actually get the Terryscope for only 10 cents and 2 Libby's labels. Think of it, kids. A Terryscope like the one in the show, with 8 extra special features, including exciting new games and secret codes. All that for just 10 cents and 2 Libby's labels. And more than likely, the 2 Libby's labels you need are in your pantry or icebox right this minute, because they're labels from the 2 grand-tasting juices you've been hearing about on this program. Libby's tomato juice and Libby's pineapple juice. Just one label from each and 10 cents, and the Terryscope is yours. So get your labels right after the show, kids, and just do this. Just print your full name and address and age on the back of one label. Then put the labels in an envelope with 10 cents and mail to Terry, care of Libby's, Chicago, Illinois. The word Libby's is spelled L-I-B-B-Y-S. That's the way to get your shiny red and black Terryscope with its tricky picture of Big Stoop and its 8 exciting features. You're sure going to have the time of your life when you get your Terryscope. So send right away to Terry, care of Libby's, Chicago. Enclose a label from Libby's tomato juice, one from Libby's pineapple juice, and 10 cents. And be sure to give your full name and address. And now, Terry and the Pirates. Well, thanks to that Terryscope and the Big Stoop, the small portable radio transmitter, a new and effective invention, will soon be in the hands of Terry and his husky troubleshooting pal, Pat Ryan. Just you wait a minute and listen. But that doesn't mean our friends are safe. Oh, no. They have the invention, but right now they stand in a room in the house of the Dragon Lady. And Terry asks Pat the all-important question.
Well, Pat, how do we get away from here with this radio thing? It isn't any bigger than a good-sized loaf of bread, but we can't just walk away from Utah with it under our arm.
You're telling me.
Well, let's try and figure something out. Stoop, you go over to the door. Watch him for bad fellows. Catch him. Say, it was smart business on his part to switch those 2 big cabinets around. She fooled all of us, even the Dragon Lady. She thinks a third person stole the radio invention.
Yeah. And by the way, let's be sure the thing is in this cabinet.
Okay, just so long as we're not surprised by somebody bouncing in here.
Doors in this thing are not locked very well. I'm fancy. I think I can almost pry them loose with this paper cutter. You know, maybe we'd better leave the thing right in here until... Ah, now we see. Yes, it's in here, Terry. Look here. Who would think that a little box like this could cause all the headaches we've been through?
Just think. A little shortwave broadcasting station no larger than
a loaf of bread, yeah. Well, let's keep it hidden till we decide our next move.
Well, we can't stand in this room all day.
Maybe we can smuggle this thing to Dude and the girls and Connie out in Dude's plane or near it. That ship may not get off the ground after last night's storm.
Hey, listen, Pat, isn't that... I can't see the landing field from here.
Speak of airplanes, that's Judy's plane, all right.
But he's leaving.
Sounds like it.
Well, what's the idea?
He's got two ideas, Terry. April and Burma. There's no place for those gals. Got to be back in Singapore out of this mess.
Yeah, but it sure leaves us in a spot.
Maybe, and maybe not. I'll breathe a lot easier if the ladies are out of the picture.
Well, we can't fly the radio thing out of these mountains. We know that. Hey, Pat, why couldn't Stupor be our smuggler?
Yeah, just thinking about that. He could carry it inside his blouse. Yeah, where would he go with it? He can't walk all the way back to Singapore with that radio invention.
Yeah, that's so.
Well, will you look who's outside looking in?
It's Connie. Then he didn't go in the plane with Jude.
It doesn't look like it. Open the window.
Hold it, Connie. I'll open the window.
Well, Connie, what's the bad word?
Please, Mr. Ryan Pop, is good hello from Mr. Doodle.
Well, what did Dude say before he left? Were you with him?
That is so. Mr. Doodle explained he fly Missy April, Missy Burma in air wagon to safely so.
Yeah, we heard the plane leave and figured that much. Where'd they go?
Chongqing. That is safely, says Mr. Doodle.
Chongqing, that isn't far.
Connie, did the Dragon lady visit the plane and talk to Dude Hennick and the girls?
Perhaps I think such was so. She explained everything happy-dokey for a little while. But say frail ones depart before trouble upset.
Frail ones?
Yes.
Oh, she wanted the girls to get out of Utang, eh?
It is better to be front legs of rabbit than hind legs of ox.
Well, I'm glad they got out of here. Hey, does she know you're here, Connie?
She say, okay if I stay and get shot with boom bullets, same as Honorable Terry and Ryan Pop.
Well, I'm glad you stayed, Connie, because I've got a plan. And it may work out.
You mean to get the radio transmitter out of here?
Yeah. You see that wagon out there? The one with the horses hitched to it?
Yeah.
Well, you see, it looks like it's half filled with hay.
Thousand, but that is straw.
All right, straw. Well, if we can get under the hay or straw, we can ride away from this place.
Sure, but where's the wagon going?
How should I know? I don't care. As long as we're away from here.
Well, you have that revolver you took from Mr. Keel.
Yeah, 6 shots, and then what? No, Terry. Let's shake the dust of this place but quick.
Well, what's the plan?
Now, come close to the window. You too, Connie.
Yep.
Now, here's what we'll do. That is, if Connie can beg or borrow a nice big loaf of bread.
What's a loaf of bread got to do with us getting into that wagon?
I'm coming to that. Now, look, Connie, you scout around, and when you get the bread, you start out.
Please, Honorable, I am explained. Wadanaya Odan Connie Odan Motor.
Some cows swimming food. Did you think you could get away from Utang without being stopped?
Please, Mrs. Connie is go home. Too much trouble is enough and sometimes plenty.
What's that under your arm?
Food for long journey with feet. Connie had borrowed bread for stomach, which is sin with sorrow.
Let me see. I thought at first your gay friends might have sent you away from here with something else. Something about the size of that loaf of bread. Very well, you may go on your way. Where are your friends?
Perhaps many friends in Singapore.
I mean the boy Terry and Mr. Ryan. They are around here.
They say Connie get along with feet for goodness hurry.
You may go. So long. You so long.
Please, Missy, Connie beg sorry for help to ride in horse wagon.
I see no reason why I shouldn't get rid of you quickly. Yes, you may ride on wagon. Down, bye, down.
My liver is torn with gratitude, Missy Lady. May absence of devil dreams attend you. Do you hope?
Good riddance. Now, take the men back. Let's get on with the search. I'd like to know what luck those 2 Americans are having. They'll never get away from Utang with that radio. I'll see to that.
How you doing, Terry?
I'm okay. As long as that driver doesn't use a pitchfork on this hay. Or is it straw?
Well, it tickles my nose. I hope I don't sneeze.
Well, don't think about it, and you won't.
You got that Radio dube any with you?
Yep. I got my telescope handy, too.
Okay. And poke it out of this alfalfa and take a look around.
Good idea.
Well, we put it over in that human iceberg, eh? While she was chasing Connie, we got into this wagon and got all bedded down into this grass.
Straw, Pat.
Okay, so it's straw and I won't get hay fever.
Well, I'm looking through this telescope.
What do you see? Hey, we must be stopping for something.
Well, break me up in little pieces. Guess who's sitting up front? It's Connie. Just as peaceful as you please.
Well, once you know, he hooked a ride. Right after the dragon lady caught him and let him go, eh?
Yeah. Shall I let him know we're hiding under this stuff?
No. What Connie don't know won't hurt him. Or us. We'll tell him later.
Swell idea of yours to have Connie walk away from Utown with a bundle under his arm, same size as a radio transmitter.
Yeah. I'll give myself a gold star for that. It worked, too.
Wonder where we're going.
Suits me. Terry, look through that periscope again and find out why there's delay. We stopped on the road for some reason.
Maybe it's because there's an automobile coming.
Which way is the auto coming from?
Behind us. Must be from Utown. The driver of this wagon is standing on the road watching the car.
And it's coming from Utown? Uh-oh, what do you suppose this is?
I don't know. I just hope nobody saw us climb into this hay.
Oh, so now it's hay.
I don't care what it is, as long as we get safely away from Utown.
Can you make out the car or anything about it?
Have another look through this. Yeah, it's the car from the Dragon Lady's place. And, Pat, it looks like we're going to spend a few uncomfortable moments.
Well, mark my words. Tomorrow there'll be a fight. A honey of a fight. And thanks to the periscope, our friends will have an even chance to win. Now, don't forget, boys and girls, that you can get a periscope just like the one in the show. You can see around corners with it, the way Terry does, and find out what's going on behind you without turning your head. Many's the time you'll have the other kids plenty puzzled if you have a periscope. Now, to get yours, just do this. Take a label from a can of swell Libby's tomato juice and another from Libby's pineapple juice. On the back of one, print your full name and address and give your age. Then mail the labels with 10 cents to Terry in care of Libby's, Chicago, Illinois. Now, you know how to spell Libby's, L-I-B-B-Y-S. Now, get your labels and dime into the mail tonight so you'll get your periscope quick. Boy, will you be thrilled when it comes. Why, there's all kinds of fun for you in the periscope. Why, it's got secret codes you can use with your special pals and new games and a swell trick you can do with a picture of Big Stoop, making him get real tall and then very short. So send in your Libby's tomato juice and Libby's pineapple juice labels with just 10 cents right away. Enclose your full name, address, and age, and mail to Terry in care of Libby, Chicago, Illinois. Libby will shoot your periscope right back. And so, if you want to see how two Americans can hold their own against the pirates, then make a note to have a radio box seat for next Monday's transcribed adventure. The gayest, most slam-bang story of the year. A story that always opens with this.